So our project title is Kampung Dynamicum. And yeah, first of all, I would like that everyone could shortly read this abstract, if possible. Just 1 second.
Hallo?
Ja.
Yes.
So, meine Internetverbindung war kurz weg, sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And did everyone?
Yeah, I think you can start.
Okay. So next. This is our black plan. It's the project site is located in Jakarta, near the city center. And yeah, and Amla, you want to?
And the black plan shows that the surrounding area is structured with house typologies and smaller buildings. And we want to break up the structure. We work with heterogeneous structures and have different typologies. We planned larger buildings that are also higher with apartments, and around them we have housing typologies.
So first of all, for our project, we started to locate the points we want to connect and the points to enter to our project site first. And second, we looked also we analyzed also the surrounding. Maybe done.
And we learned that the streets in Indonesia or in these kampungs are not only seen as connections, they have also other functions like an extended living area.
And yes, then we worked on it and how we can organize our project site, and for that we use different grids and yes.
And we thought about the functions that we want them to across the room instead of separating them from each other.
And for the development in the attitude, we looked first the surrounding. So we have, as Damla said at the beginning, much housing is just 1 floor and just a few 2 or more. And then we looked also sun analysis and in here we describe the principle of growing of our flexible structure. So we used a grid with a distance of 5 meters and a depth between 5 and 10 meters. It always depends. And then also a solution to some problems of dense, for example, is the principle of linear blocks, because so you can minimize the area which should be in shadow.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our building structure. You can see.
And in the middle and towards the main street, we have our larger and higher structures. And because of respecting the surrounding area and the environment, we have been lower and smaller in the direction of the Kampungs. But the structures are flexible and they can grow as required.
Yeah, so it's a mix between big structure and smaller structure, which within the smaller structure should grow out of the bigger structure and should become a unit. This is our mobility concept. Here we show that we just we just want that people walk through our project site, and just for delivery cars can drive in, and only in the north and in the south there are two possibilities to park the cars and scooters. So and yeah, then we have also the green room, green space concept, and every housing we have is orientated into the directions. One is the backyard, and one is like the semi-open area or the movement area, with which are simply allies or or open spaces. And here is our master plan.
And we have different functions, and the courtyards, every building, like Michael said, have an orientation to this green area, and we have different functions like working and housing, and this in different levels.
And here you also can see different movements, as it's always possible to choose a free movement or also like a hidden movement. So you keep always a different feeling or emotion to walk through our project. So here we got our section, and also the distributions of use. And so we got 85% housing, but housing also includes work that can be possibly done at home, but does not contribute to noise pollution. And then we defined also work which that needs a special separation from home, which does not contribute to noise pollution or does contribute to noise pollution. And so we divided our area in these three uses. So we got the ground floor, with which is the densest, and the second, the first, second, and third will always be less dense.
And with this structure, we also especially want to show that different functions can also take place on different floors. So for example, the first floor or the second floor is not just about living, also there are working spaces. And in our apartments, we follow the principle in our floor plans, saving space and introducing multifunctionality and flexibility into the apartments. That is why we have all the functions that are necessary for the household, very small and space saving as possible, and we placed it on the sides. So we get in the middle a multifunctional area, and the floor plans are with many flexible elements like sliding doors. And the apartments are oriented towards the streets and the other side to the courtyards. And they get light from both sides.
Yes, and then a quick material concept. We use simple materials, materials which are also be used right now at the moment, and cheap materials. So for walls we use bricks. Um, for the light structure, we use wood, bamboo, and teak, and this light structure should structure and cover from sun and from overheating. Should be the principle. And here we got one perspective to this arcades, and one perspective to the plaza.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Please, Ikaputra. Ikaputra, Nares Dia. Please.
Okay. Thank you for a nice presentation. I'm sorry I used the mobile phone because my connection is not very good. So hopefully you can hear me fine. And yeah, this is quite enough, a nice proposal. And I see that there is a space that I'm really familiar with, which is sort of like a big square in the city, but this is for Kampung. It's called alun-alun in the middle. So I just realized that this is more on how the ideas of a center of the open spaces become familiar with me especially. And the other way, the other things that I well, see is the very details of design of the you call apartment, especially we call as like a flat of the kampung, and also very detail how the materials used there are wood, bamboo, and so on. I just, this is just a comment which looking at the roof, yes, the roof stiffness, it seems is not as tropical architecture, but maybe because of the stiffness, usually we use minimum 20 degrees, 22 or 20 degrees.
Yes,
yes. But of course, I know that you try to use the tropical architecture approach using the how the overhang or the veranda or the length of the overhang itself is quite enough. So like 1 or 2 meters, meaning that the shadow still giving the ideas of you consider the tropical climate. But of course, if you can do both the shadow for overhang enough width and also the stiffness of the roof maybe is better. Why? Because the stiffness is not only for shadow, but also for the rain water.
Exactly.
Can
yes.
flow in.
Yes.
Yes.
That was also
yes.
an
That
intention.
is my comment.
Thank you very much.
Nares, what do you think about the project?
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I think it's like Pak Ika Putra said, this is a very nice presentation and also very nice proposals. And the design is about the kind of row houses with a very long a very long balcony. So I think we have to be consider while the balcony that also become a circulation area for the people live there. We have to consider about the function as because usually in a houses in the kampung, people always use all the space, also the public space sometimes become a private space, and also vice versa. The private space also become a public. So this is very challenging while we can design how the very long circulation in the second floor or third floor can become a comfortable space to do the either domestic activity or public activity. I think that's my comment for the design from group 5.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Thank you.
And Dia, what do you think about the project?
Can hear us? Hello,
Yeah, now
can you hear my
Yeah, now
voice? Oh, okay.
The connection is very
Sorry for
bad.
the trouble internet. Yeah. You hear me right now?
Dia, maybe you turn off your camera, and maybe that helps, that you can at least talk.
Okay. Okay. Now my voice, is it okay?
yes.
Better.
Yeah. Yes, better.
Better? Okay. Okay. I would like to some short comments rather than questions. You already.
I'm sorry, it doesn't work, Dia.
So,
Dia, we are sorry, it does not work.
Yeah.
We do
Very
not
sorry,
hear you.
very bad connection.
Okay.
Maybe you can.
Did you use Zoom once with dialing in with your telephone? There is a telephone number, also an Indonesian one, that you could call. It
For a moment, wait for.
It doesn't cost anything.
And maybe she could try without video, maybe?
That's,
She tried already.
yeah.
But, yeah.
Video is already turned off.
Hello? Hello?
Hello, yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah?
Oh, okay. Okay. I changed into another source of internet.
Perfect.
Sorry. Yeah, I would like to give short comments rather than questions, because I think you all already respond our critics last time into your design. Similar to Pak Ika and Bu Nares, I think you do the very nice design, specifically on zoning arrangement. I think you have a good point here that considering noise for zoning arrangement, you also has a good access and connection to the surrounding, and also connection among housing unit. An interesting idea to group several housing unit with a shared communal space is also good. Totally, you done very well about this design. Thank you very much. Sorry for the trouble.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dia. Thank you.